Let's check the message for today. What we have here is prayer. So this prayer says, Dear guardian angel, help me be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. So it's a moment for you to pray. You can use this prayer, you can take a screenshot, or you can use any prayer that you like, that you feel connected. You can also use any other form of prayer, which I'll explain here a little bit more. Sometimes we think to do a prayer, we need to do a long prayer, we need to beg God, we need to ask like really for He to listen. But the thing is, we forget that we are God's Son, we are His creation. So there is no way that we can be disconnected from Him, even if we want to. It's impossible. So sometimes what happens is we are not trusting Him and we're not listening. We're choosing to not listen. So that's why sometimes we feel disconnected. We feel like we're suffering and He's not listening, or I'm praying, it's not working. The thing is, the true prayer is the prayer of your heart. It doesn't matter what prayer you use. If you use this one, or if you're going to use any other that you like, or if you're not going to use any. If you are going somewhere, you're going to do something, or you're feeling a certain way and you need a prayer, you can simply say, God, help me here. That's a good prayer for anything. Or God, be with me, or guide me, or anything you need in the moment. He's listening. And if you stop for a moment, you're going to listen to Him too. Sometimes we receive the answer immediately. Sometimes it takes a while, but He always answers. And sometimes we have to work on our faith, because sometimes we lose faith because we don't believe. We think we're so small and insignificant that, God is so busy and He's not caring about me. And this is not true, because you are His Son and you are important to Him, and He's listening to all of us all the time. So if it's taking longer, it's maybe because there is blockages that you're putting on that. And sometimes we don't want to hear that. Like, oh, I'm not putting any blockages, or I'm doing everything right. Well, if it's not working, it's because we're not doing everything right. So we need to be humble enough to say, okay, God, I've been praying to you and I've been asking to you things in a certain way, and it's not working. So maybe the first prayer you should do is, I'm wrong. Say, God, I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I know everything, but I don't. And when you fully surrender and give to Him everything, you give up on everything that you're holding on, then He can work on it. Because sometimes we're praying, but we're wanting things to be in a certain way. We want to control things, or we pray for things to be a certain result, or it could be anything that we're trying to control or be in a certain way, or in a certain time. God is not conditional. All that we have to do is get out of the way. All that we have to do is just assume that we don't know anything, that He knows everything, and He's the one that guides us. First of all, if we're in a way, He cannot do anything. And ask for help. Sometimes the simplest prayers are the ones that work best, because they're the ones that comes from our heart. So if you simply sit I'm not even gonna say put your knees on the floor, because there's no need for that. If you want to, you can, but you can sit with him and say, hey, I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm doing, please, I need your guidance. I'll get out of the way. I'll give you all the expectations, the judgments, everything that I'm holding on this situation, and fully give it. And then you're gonna see a transformation through your prayer. And once you do that, you're gonna feel much different. Please let me know here in the comments if this helped you. Share with anyone that needs to hear, and I'll see you guys next.